Hey guys, it's Battalion Clash Gaming, and I'm here to showcase to you guys our last three previous war. This war, those two wars are like really tough, like last minute attack or last second attack. First, I'm going to show you guys this BS. Town 11. Somehow I get matched with this guy right here. This isn't even fair. This guy got max defense and max everything. Probably got a level 2 eagle. Yep, and he does. Well, of course, Town 10 is like, I can 3-star this guy. Well, the Town 11, if you look at his troops, he also got a max everything. So he's pretty much gonna 3-star my base as far as like ground goes. Everything else is air is like non-existent, but that's okay. Then tunnel 10 on this guy right here. I think they're like air attacker. This one, but I'm here to showcase to you guys our last two wars. First, I'm gonna show you guys the beginner's attack, and then we go to intermediate, and then tunnel 9s. I got a lot of good attacks I'm gonna show you guys. First, I'm gonna show you this attack against the Chinese clan. This is really like last minute. You can see like 1 minute left. It was actually last 30 seconds, I think. Uh, Pretty good. Norel and I just like attacked these guys like at the very last minute, or pretty close to the end of the war. Start off at the bottom, attack their bottom guys. See who attacked that. Yep, that's me. That's me. I'm gonna show you guys this. I think they got like engineered bases. I'm not sure this. Like these guys are like really low. They're lower bases. Somebody asked me what is funneling. I'm trying to explain what funneling is. Maybe when we get up to higher town hall. Same objective like I've been showing you guys before. Weaken the air defense. Trying to target that so the loons can actually have freedom when they attack this archers. Didn't use the hogs, just use the loons because it's level 1. And the base is pretty much square, so it's easy to actually navigate the balloons in there. Easy 3-star. You always want to go over the objective again, like before you attack, just to see is like how everything is going or about to go. This one right here is like very typical giant wizard archers. Same thing, lure the CC. I'm not sure if you lured everything out yet. That's one thing that you have to check. I don't think the giants will be the last troop to come out. Yep, there's one more wizard left, but that's okay. It's a low level wizard. If there was a Valkyrie in there, would have probably killed all his troops, especially with the archer piled up. Lucky enough, the hogs didn't got spring, but still, easy bases 3-star. These low level bases are actually really easy. You just need to identify what you needed to do, depending on the troop that what you guys gonna use. But I still see a lot of guys like failing because they don't know how to kill the clan castle. It's the number one thing is like on the lower guys, you have to kill the clan castle if we were to perform good. 2 air defenses, and then the one is hanging on the outside. When you're making a base, you don't want a town hall in the middle. I've been saying that to my guys at least. You want the clan castle to be in the middle, and as much as possible, you don't want it to be lured. And then create gaps so that the dragons, like when they attack this base right here, it's easy to funnel. Funneling is like this one right here. This is not funneling. You actually attack in the middle on this, and then what that dragon does after they're done with this building, they're gonna go on a side, and they're gonna go around if the base is actually set up. Try to avoid making the base a square base. Try to make a base that's actually almost circle when you're building it. It could be a square base, but the building has to be set up like in a circle, so the dragon would actually go around. Only way to actually figure this out, if your CC is in the middle and you see this range right here, you build a base around that. You put the CC in the middle when you're building it, and you just make sure that everything goes around. And then if this is in the middle, this has to be in a triangle position almost equal or non-equal to it. If you're gonna build a base, the air defense right here, and then they will have an air defense right here. You make sure that this one in the back right here is far away from the air sweeper, and the air sweeper is facing this way to the next two, so they avoid attacking you frontal. They have to attack you on the side. You have to choose between the archer tower being like right here or pretty much right here, because when you attack the base, the second objective after getting the air defense is your archer towers when you're attacking with dragons. Those are the only two things that actually you need to worry about when you're attacking Tunnel 7. Getting the funnel right is you cut the middle first, I mean the side, and then once the dragon cuts the side, you put the dragons in the middle so they would go in the middle to target the air defense. The whole point of like funneling is to actually get the air defense, so the balloons would path this way. If you have a balloons in a CC, it's preferred to use the balloons in a CC because when you rage it, it's gonna go through. It's if you drop the balloons like closer right here, it's gonna go to right here, or they're gonna switch to right here. If you drop the balloons, your objective is to actually get them in there as much as possible. Okay, so he didn't funnel right in this one. You can see, and also see that the wizard tower, the wizard tower is actually damaging two dragons at the same time. You try to avoid that. That's why you put one dragon per building. See how he raised them? He was lucky enough that this base is actually low, because that would not work like in a good Tunnel 7. Some of our bases, like this attack actually does not work. It's hard to defend against a dragon attack on Tunnel 7, but when you do, it'll be, it's a lot better because you forces a Tunnel 8 to attack low. Like your number one priority is make sure you upgrade your Tesla, because your Tesla is actually number one killer for the dragon and air defense. Air defense is like, of course, it basically takes out one dragon like in probably 10 seconds. See how you funnel? Starts from the side, and then once they cut, there you go. I didn't expect for that balloons to actually come back when I attack this base, but that's how you basically funnel. You start from the side, and then you go from the middle, because you force the dragons to go in the middle and the balloons to actually stay in the middle where the air defense are at. That's why it's so hard to defend against dragon attacks. Because if it is done right, there's no way that they will be able to stop the attack. One thing also is this one right here. You see the buildings like in the corner. You always start one dragon here or a king here or a dragon there. One on one each. Always starts in the corner. Do not start your dragons in here, because once they go through the base, all the way in the back, they're gonna come back for these huts, and then you're gonna run out of time. It takes 18 seconds, go from corner to corner for using a dragon attack. One thing you don't want to do is pile up against one dragon, because this one dragon right here, if it targets the your pile of dragons, basically it's damaging two dragons at the same time. I always advise to attack dragons behind the sweeper, but there's no choice that you have to attack frontal, and that because most of the defense are actually like in the front. If you identify that kind of base, that's when you actually use the rage, like in the middle, not close to the outside. This is what I was talking about. They're gonna come back, and then they're gonna go around. If this base is actually updated, upgraded to the max, you'll probably run out of time. Collectors, mines, and all the storages, you upgrade them to slow down the time. Strange Timer was a good player, but these guys don't really attack well. I mean, he attacks well, but he doesn't really like attack on time. And I'm really big on attacking on time. It's like I really hate it's like when people are just sitting there watching everybody and not really doing anything. So I ended up booting this guy out of the clan and some of his friends because they don't really attack. But that's perfect right there. See the funneling was perfect for one side, but the other side no. but it was easy to funnel anyway. But you can see the balloons went in the middle. There was no problem. Really easy 3-star because the base is also low. Most of the buildings are like low level. Okay, this is one of my attack. Somebody failed on this. See, I used the balloon to actually lure. Some of our guys use the hogs. Because the reason why I use the balloons because I don't want any ground troops to come out. Also, if there's any ground troops, or there's a balloon that will come out, like probably this one, this guy right here had a dragon and balloon. So I don't want the balloon to come out because it would distract the dragon, even if for a fraction of a second. See, attack on that side right here, and attack this guy, this side of the king, and this side with the dragon, and attack close to the middle because I'm targeting this air defenses right here. I want the king to walk this way, and I want the dragon to go this way, and so is the balloons this way. As you can see, this one right here, it's easier to, you don't have to drop all your loons in one side. I dropped it in here, and then when they target that, they're gonna go to the air defense. So it's much easier that way instead of like attacking behind your dragons. As soon as the air defense getting targeted by the dragon, by the air defense that you want to target, that's when you drop the balloons. You don't have to, you don't really rage the dragon. If you can do it at the same time, that's good. But you always want to rage the dragon, I mean the balloons, because that's the one actually going to destroy all the defenses and make it move faster. Especially the defenses are so close together. That's one advantage of having the balloons in a CC and using rage because it can destroy one or three or four buildings, defense buildings. I've only seen one time it's like a max town hall 8 got crushed by so this one right here, the base is unique. I've seen this base before. This is an anti-dragon base. You see how the gap is? It would take like for the dragon to actually get in. The dragon, it's impossible to go this way because there's 4 gaps. So even if you try to funnel, because this side right here is so stacked, it's gonna make the dragon to go around. This is the type of base that you want to build. I mean, not this one, but this is the type of base that you build that you make the dragon to go around. And I'll explain it to you guys. See, this is how this is set up. The air sweeper is facing this way against the 2 air defenses, so it's forcing you to go this way. But because of the gaps and all the storages in the front covered by these air defenses right here, it will be really, really hard for your dragons to actually get to these air defenses. Even if you use like the balloons and all that, it would still, because this right here, it would go around. And then you still have the CC in the middle to worry about, and then there's a Tesla and all the traps that's like, close to the air defenses. But the good thing about this is like you see how the traps are, there's no spring traps on this. This is the perfect time when you use the hogs, because you know that the bombs would probably be close to the right here, or the air or the Tesla, and pretty much you can expect where to drop the hogs. This is how you kill the dragon, using 3 wizards, archers, and then the barbarians to actually bait them. I mean, 4 wizards, you drop archer one at a time, and you see, no casualty for the wizards, right? The wall wizards, they're all 4 of them that I used is still up there. Drop the giants, healer, a little late on the healer, but it works. The reason why I dropped the hogs close to the giants because I want to target that air defense. Cut to the sides. These are the strong hogs, so I have no problem with them. And this defense and the other defenses are targeting the other hogs. So I just need to actually heal this one hog. The other pack of the hogs, I mean. You can see it was so easy to actually get this base for using the hogs because the spring traps are not set up for the anti hogs. That was. And this one right here, see, this is a max anti-dragon base. This is how you want to set up your. If you're a new Town Hall 8, the first thing you upgrade, you see how what he did. Air defenses are max level 6. Getting this with a dragon is almost impossible because I mean Town Hall 7 because it's level 6. If this is a level 5 even, it's gonna be hard because of the way the base is set up. You see how it's stacked it is, and there's like gap in the middle. It makes a dragon to go around. This is what I was talking about when you're building a base. It doesn't have to be. See this one right here, like the base actually looks the wall layout, it looks square, but it's actually, if you think about it, it's actually going in circles. This is what makes the dragon to go around the air defenses because of the trash buildings. It's like so stacked up and it goes around. But this is like vulnerable against like hogs and easy to lure the clan castle because it overlaps the defense. So you just have to figure out which side it is. Like this side right here, the king is on this side, so I chose to attack this way because I want to kill the king like right away because I don't want it to be I don't want my dragons, I mean my hogs, being chased by the king and being picked off one at a time. Same thing, but this one right here, I ran out of troops to lure the dragon. So I want to save the wizards too. That's why I attack on that side because I want the wizards to be cleaning like right away using the back side. I knew the dragons are going to try to go in the middle. This is a Tunnel 8 base, but it's actually Tunnel 7 defense. So there's a one thing that you have to look at when you're attacking the base. See, even my hogs are barely like getting these guys. I was just lucky enough that I have enough wizards and I have enough giants to tank for my wizards. If this was a max base, there's no way a Tunnel 7 can actually 3-star this base. But identifying the base is so important because you have to make sure that there's no springs for your hogs to actually walk into or run into, and the giant bombs. This base right here was hit several times, and I used my Talent 8. This one right here, I ran out of hogs, so I told Norel to have more hogs. So this was an easy kill. 25 is pretty basic for a mass hog. Easy, really. This was a really easy like surgical. This is what they call surgical hogs, attacking 3 defenses at a time because they're gonna meet. See how the wogs are like slowly meeting, about to meet together. Could have dropped the hogs a lot earlier in this one. And got that spare heal spell for the hogs. Didn't really need that heal spell, but it's good to have just in case he hit those because the 3 giant bombs are gone already. But if there's those little giant bombs that he didn't hit, and this guy. The reason why I chose to use Valkyrie in this one, and one of my guys actually attacking this before, with the same thing, but he has like a level 1. I also have a level 1, but because even though the cannons are max for Tunnel 8, I could attack this with air, but I chose to use the ground because of the open space in the middle. The big space like this actually it's good to attack with Valkyries because they don't, and not only that, because the walls are so low level, and the Valkyries will go through them. Just figuring out how to funnel correctly and get the Valkyries get in the middle. See how I dropped the poison in a row, not on top of each other, because you want his troops, to be walking in with the poison spell, and by the time, see that the loons get to the spot where your troops is, it's dead basically. I didn't actually have to funnel with the Valkyries. I just need like about like 10 of them to go in the middle, and those are the ones I had to take care of the heal, and it worked out because see, even though I didn't funnel right, all the Valkyries meet on the same spot because the way the base is set up, and I knew they're gonna go there because of this army camp on the side, and they will end up in one side anyway. That's why it's so important to upgrade the walls, even though that has a lot of weight. Really easy for a dragon attack because it's a straight up square base. It doesn't make the dragons to go around, and the balloon pathing is pretty much easy to actually get into. I use a lightning rage in this one, a zap quake, because I know I can get this with the balloons on the side, and I get these balloons. See, I dropped the first balloons right there. It's one step. You want one thing that you make a when you make a base, you want the pathing to go towards the air defenses. Or it takes about like two or three before the balloons get in the middle of there. And you want, of course, the air defenses to be protected by the storage because the dragons they take a lot of time to actually get this down. This is good right here in between, but you should have had it like in the front, like right here in this spot. But this air defense right here, it needs also to be protected by the by the defense buildings. No, ask your mom. So as you can see, it was easy for me to path the balloons on one side, and then I kind of like messed up. I dropped the balloons on that side, but still it went. See the one shot, the cannon, and then went to the air defense like right away. So identifying the base where the air defense is at, that's your main objective, attacking with a dragon and balloons. This one also right here is like we struggle on this like air attack, but as you can see the base, it's a square base if you think about it, but the buildings is actually it goes around, and that's the one of how you make the base. You see how this one right here, this is the air defense is actually protected. So if you're gonna scout this base, attacking this with a dragon, this is the one that you have to take out. But it's kind of awkward because the way these two are, and the way the air sweeper is actually set up. So the best way to attack this is using hogs, because you can tell that the double giant bomb will be on this side right here. That's why he chose to attack this way, and it's actually perfect to attack that way. Identifying where the giant bombs is and eliminating it. If there's like a double giant bomb in there, there's two giant bombs gone. You see how he set up the funnel? The golem goes in there, and then the wizards on this side, and then the wizards on this side. So now it's perfect to break in the wall breaker, and then get him in the middle so that your kill squad can go in there and try to eliminate the double giant bomb that's suspected that's in this spot right here. Because I can only suspect that the double giant bomb will be closer to right here, and then somewhere in this area right here it will be the Tesla. That's one double giant, giant bomb, and then you suspect that there will be one like closer right there, but there's not. So see the Tesla and the giant bomb. Really, really easy attack. It's really good that he saved some of the poison spell, because sometimes the base is set up where the skeleton traps, they're the ones that actually kill your hogs. So one for the clan castle and one for the skeleton traps. is the best idea for attacking hogs. This is a tunnel 9 hitting a tunnel 8. I think our lower tunnel 8 struggled on this one. I chose my account the tunnel 9 to attack on. I mean tunnel 8 to attack on a tunnel 9. This is the reason why our tunnel 9 is stepping down, because tunnel 9 failed on a tunnel 9, so I had to step up and they had to step down. So that was kind of like the trade-off. It was really they could have dropped the hogs before. When you drop in hogs before they even get to this, for example, like this one right here, this, you look at the life of the defense, you could be dropping the hogs for right now. So when they get, while this defense are targeting your hogs, your hogs will be free to target this one. And that's how you actually do the surgical hogs. So that was about like 3 seconds late. And this is what I was talking about, the skeletons, the skeleton trap. Like they chase around your hogs and they're killing them like really slow. So for tunnel 8, you save 1 poison for that purpose. It's pretty much a 3-stone. This one was darks attacking this 9.5. 9.5, that means he has like a no X-bow, and I think he's got some of the defenses already for tunnel 8. Yep, got these extra ones right here. You have to count like how many defenses at tunnel 8 versus the tunnel 9. So tunnel 8 has like 8 archer towers, I think. I mean 5 archer towers. So 1, 2, 3. So he still has 4. So that means he still has a tunnel. Oh, this is like a tunnel 7 count. So yeah, this should be like really easy attack in this base. But I think I failed on this one even I was tunnel 8, because the way the base is set up, the queen is so deep and there's like a giant bomb here. This is the one I try to step up and try to get this base, but I wasted my attack on this. I almost 3-star this base, but I made a mistake, because there was like a double giant bomb in here, and there was a double giant bomb in here. You see how he's funneling? Missed this one defense right here because of this, but it was good enough that he's able to actually get the hogs in there and then trigger one pair of giant bomb, double giant bomb. Could have dropped the heal spell a little early, a little bit late on the hog, the backside hogs. You see how they meet up? This is the one I'm talking about. It's like when you're dropping your hogs, you just have to make sure that you are careful. Ran out of wizards. That's the one thing I keep telling my guys. Leave 1 or 2 wizards, because if you start your hog attack, like on this side right here, you drop 1 hogs, and as they go down, take out the defense, you drop another wizards in here. So the cleanup would stop early and you won't run out of time. Majority of the time the attacks would fail is because all your troops piled up in one spot and it takes a lot of time for them to actually go around. That's why it's perfect if you have 1 wizard or 2 in the end. We missed that tunnel 9. And this one right here is like really good attack. Low level base though. But even if this is max, this is how you attack this base. You set the funnel right on the sides to clear the army camp, and then you try to clear this side right here, and then you try to get in the middle so that the queen, you target that, and you target the 2 air defenses if you can. 1 is actually good, but if you can get 2 like this one right here, and you get the clan castle troops, that would be perfect. Once you see that your troops engage with a CC, you could have dropped the La Luna attack. You could have started a little early, but still though, this base, because of the bounce of the bowlers, how the base is together, you don't want to set up the base in Tunnel 9. It's so compact because if there's the bowlers in the CC and they rage them, it's pretty much gonna destroy the base. He's got that builder hut on top. Could have taken care of that with the wizards, I think, but I think he chose not to because of the how much troops they have. You got that. Oops. And move on to number 3 again. This is a popular Chinese base. So if you look on the YouTube, PCB, if you want to look it up, but also right here is the best way to attack. Setting the funnel on the side and then try to get in the middle. It's perfect to use this type of attack on an open basis or square basis. He's lucky enough that some of these troops actually, the queen went in the middle instead of like going around. If he would have had that dragon, would have been killing his troops right by now. The golem got stuck on there. Could have put the jump spell like closer to this side. Queen is doing work, and so is the witches on the outside and the king. Much easier with this type of base to use this attack because it's open. Any open bases that you see, like square open bases, it's easy to use this attack. It's pretty much a done deal. You just have to watch out for your troops. I have to step down on that one. I have to step down. And these are all Tile 9s, and this is Tile 11. So I'm not going to show the Tile 10, attacking Tile 9, because it's not really good on this one. Alright, hope you guys like the video, and I'll see you guys on the next one.